So let me tell you a little story. It's Thursday evening, probably around 5 o'clock, and this week's been really unusual. Monday, I started working on 3 doors and a carport, replacing them, taking out the old doors, putting in new doors, new thresholds. I worked on that for about 4 or 5 hours and got interrupted, ended up having to go back on Wednesday. So I skipped Tuesday because I had other work. And Wednesday I was there for 6 hours, really hot, got a lot done. Doors are hung. I'm going to have to paint them. But today I was going to go back over there and paint them. I had just one job this morning that was a regular appliance job, and then it was a mini split, but I was going to go and paint these doors afterwards. So I was on my way to the job this morning, probably around, 10 o'clock this morning. And I was driving north on Kolb Road here in town, and I noticed a driver behind me in a white pickup truck driving erratically, and he came zooming up on me. I was going 40 miles an hour. I was going the speed limit. He came zooming up on me and had to slow down quickly because he was going too fast. So then he backed off, and I started feeling a little uncomfortable. There wasn't anywhere for me to go. The other lanes had vehicles in them. So I just kept driving. About a mile down the road, we got stopped at a traffic light, and I watched, and he stopped in time, but he pulled up very close, maybe a foot away from the back of my truck. He had been swerving also. When I was watching him in my rearview mirror, he was driving straight, and then he would suddenly swerve to the left and almost hit the median. I thought, well, maybe this guy's on his phone, or he's distracted a lot, or something's not right. So I was really watching. Well, the light turned green, and waiting for the vehicles in front of me to go, and all of a sudden, boom, I felt an impact. I looked in my mirror, and the guy behind me decided he wanted to go, even though we were stopped. And that was not fun. So I thought, okay, well, maybe it was an accident, so we'll pull over. So I drive down the road a little ways, cross the light, and pull over to the right, and hoping he's going to follow behind me. No, he decides to keep on driving. So I pulled back over into the left lane and started to follow him, thinking, well, maybe he's got a better place to pull over. And he turns into a left lane and speeds up and decides to make a U-turn and take off. So now it's a hit and run. And so I called 911. I'm on the phone with them, and they said, oh, are you following him? And I said, yeah. And they said, you better stop. I was like, okay, maybe I should stop. So I did get a short little video of after he hit me and after we went through the light, and I had pulled over to the right, and he decided to pass me on the left, and then he pulled into the turn lane. This short little clip of where he was pulling into the turn lane and getting ready to turn. So I'll play that. But this has been a weird day. And then the damage, I did get a little bit of damage to the back of the truck. The bumper, plastic bumper, has got some marks. Maybe I'll put that in here, picture. But people are driving very crazy. This guy was driving, he would speed up and slow down and hit the brakes really quick and swerve to the right or to the left, and almost like he was extremely distracted or hallucinating. I don't know how else to put it, but he was driving in a really bizarre way. Not just drunk, like drunk people swerve and they are slow to react and that kind of thing. But this guy, he had distracted driving and quick reaction time, almost like he was high, or I don't know. But I don't even know if it was a guy or a girl. I looked in my rearview mirror when he was behind me, and I could just see dark skin and big sunglasses. I don't know, and the scary thing is that since the police told me to not follow him. I stopped following him, and at the next corner he turned right, and then he pulled into a parking lot, and I kept going, and then I pulled down into another entrance to the same parking lot farther down, so where I could at least see his tail end of his vehicle. He couldn't see me, but I kind of stayed there for a while hoping that the police would come. They never did. I was there for probably 10 minutes. But I did feel uncomfortable at that point once the police officer on the phone told me stop following him. And I felt like, yeah, if this guy's acting this irrational, I probably don't want to confront him or her. So I've been now hit and run victim, and I kind of don't think anything's going to happen of it. I could report it to the insurance and probably get paid, but my insurance rates will go up. I have a small damage to the truck. It's very frustrating. Driving, I drive a lot. Our business is appliance repair, and we do other work too, but I'm on the road a lot, and I see a lot of drivers that are, in the past 2 years, 3 years, it's gotten worse. And there used to be, you'd see bad drivers, occasionally. But now I see 3, 4, 5, 6 a day, not just bad drivers, but really either extremely aggressive, very careless, very selfish, or on drugs or something. It's scary. It really is getting scary. I don't know if some of these people can't even legally drive. They're not supposed to be driving. They might not be a legal citizen. And other people are legally here, but and maybe legally they can drive, but they're just don't care. I don't see a police presence like we used to see. And these people are not getting caught. They're not having the consequences enough to slow them down or to stop them. It's getting worse. So anyway, just be careful out there, folks. It's a crazy world. So have a good one.
Way. If it's at all possible, let this cup pass for me, but I'm gonna trust you in this situation. You know what that tells me? There's only one way to be saved. Period. And that's by the blood of Jesus Christ. Otherwise, things would have changed at that moment. If Jesus wasn't